Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Safety Systems. Here's wishing you a great Christmas Eve to remember and a wonderful Christmas tomorrow. All from the folks at Safety Systems, longtime friends of the Sports Source. We thank them and they thank you. Safety Systems. All right, back with our media panel. We have Bob, Josh, Mike, Chuck. First question is going to be for Bob and Josh. It's on football. Let's go to it right here. Which famous Christmas line? Which famous Christmas line will best describe football attendance next year? Oh, come all ye faithful, or not a creature was stirring?
That's good, John.
Not a creature was stirring.
It only took 5 segments to get a good one.
I think attendance next year could be terrible. I think if you go to Charlotte, lose to West Virginia, that sets the tone. Your home schedule, non-conference, I think is awful. I think it's one of the worst I've seen.
Charlotte, ETSU, UTEP,
well, no,
man.
ETSU might travel pretty well, but other than that. So, and I think if you're losing by the time you get to Missouri and Kentucky coming here, I think you've got an opportunity to have some very poor attendance.
Well, you only had 50,000 for the Vanderbilt game, and people can say, well, it was the last game of the year. Well, Nebraska
next year for Kentucky, they may be going, wow, we had 50,000 for the Kentucky game.
50,000 is pretty low. I mean, that's half your stadium, and that's not to be ignored. You have to notice that. That's an apathy. So how do you overcome that? Josh, you think they will overcome it?
Yeah, new coach under the tree. I think you'll find more season ticket holders in the stocking, or at least fans that are willing to hang around for a little while. So
I like the season ticket holders when they're stocking. Yes, thank you. Anyway, go ahead.
So I think that optimism, fans are already fired up around recruiting. If Jeremy Pruitt and his staff are able to close out in February and put together a nice class, you'll hear all the right things through the off season, and they'll have attendance in the fall.
Well, that's not, no, doesn't answer the question. Not a creature was stirring, or oh, come all ye faithful?
I think they'll do well.
Mr. Positive, Mr. Negative. All right, Mike and Chuck down there, let's go to this next one. Will March, we're jumping ahead 3 months, will March be a humbug, top picture, or a hurrah, bottom picture, for the Lady Vols and Holly Warlick?
Chuck? Oh, I'll tell you what, if they stay healthy, we know the team chemistry is so much better without Diamond DeShields. I mean, that's, pretty obvious from watching them play. If they can avoid the injuries that have seemed to really set this team back, especially on their post players, I think they make a real good run at the Elite Eight with a shot at the Final Four.
Wow, okay.
I think it'll be a good March too, but Chuck mentioned the I word there, the injuries. And at Tennessee, they've got, 10? You got 15 scholarships, but I believe they've only got 10 people. And a couple of injuries could knock them down like it has in the past. But I believe this is going to be a better March for the Lady Vols. Okay. I really do. I like the chemistry.
So 2 hurrahs, no humbugs for the Lady Vols in March.
Hurrah.
All right. Everyone can, we've got a little extra time on this one, so everybody can jump in on this one. All right. The ghost of Christmas past hasn't seen an SEC football trophy in Knoxville since 1998. 20 years since you won the SEC. Will the ghost of Christmas future, there you see him with a long-haired Jeremy Pruitt, will the ghost of Christmas future see Jeremy Pruitt win an SEC crown for the Vols? So no cutesy, when he goes back to Alabama. Will the ghost of Christmas future see Jeremy Pruitt win an SEC title at Tennessee?
You want me to go first?
Waiting. Everybody,
no.
Okay. I was going to say let somebody else go because you're going to be Mr. Negative.
No.
But okay, no.
If I had to pick yes or no,
Your life depends on it.
I'd go no. It's been 20 years, and it's so hard right now with the way at the level Alabama's
You're starting out from the very bottom of the SEC. I mean, you were winless. And you look at how many teams you have to climb just to win a division, much less get an SEC championship. So I think the obvious answer is no.
I think he can win a East, but overall,
just don't see that happen.
He can, but I'm going to have to go no.
I agree. I think can is obvious. But will he?
No.
That's tough. Josh.
Yeah, what Georgia's doing right now makes it look like it's going to be tough to even win the East.
Their early signing day was scary good.
Yeah, but I also feel like, based on my answers so far in the show, I said that Philip Fulmer's kind of riding the ship, right? So
attendance is going to be pretty good.
Attendance is, so the fans are going to get him there.
Good.
So I'm going to say that I'm hedging if I say no, so I'll be the positive one here this segment. I'll say that it's as long as he's given time, because I don't think it's happening anytime
He ain't
soon.
getting time.
And that might end up being the issue. I'll say yes. I'll be the positive one here.
You in for $20
So I'll get
on
the
that,
positive tweets after the show.
Chuck's already gambling down there. All right. Very good. Very good. I appreciate it. And like you, it's hard to say yes. It's hard to, based on what? I mean, right now you've
Based
got so
on
many
what?
schools. I mean, you've seen Auburn do that kind of an incredible turnaround, but that was kind of a unique situation where a coach was coming back to a roster that he helped build in the first place.
And part of my answer, though, is based on will he be given the time to be able to do what he needs to do? Because the people around here have got very short memories. Love him in December 2017, hate him in December 2019. I just wonder if he will get the time.
He's got Philip Fulmer, and you know Philip Fulmer is going to give him time. Question is, at some point, does Philip Fulmer have his time shortened, which happened once before? So I don't, as long as he's got Fulmer, I think he's got time. Be my guess. We'll see. All right, very good. When we come back, basketball. Oh, this is the happy segment. You feel like the last few segments were happy. We're going to talk firings next, and the most scary realization since Scrooge wiped the snow from the tombstone. Yeah, you probably don't want to come back for it, but do anyway, please. Come on back.